Hi Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make a birthday card. This is the one we're going to make with the black and the melon mambo. There's the inside. Now this is the melon mambo with the black. That's the inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's start with the measurements. I'm using basic black cardstock for the base. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. The front is also basic black. This is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And then for the inside, we're using the melon mambo, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then a piece of whisper white, which is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. Then you'll need a piece of scrap melon mambo. Okay, so let me show you the brand new Thinlits that we're going to use today. These are called the Little Numbers Thinlits, brand new in this year's catalog. And you'll get the sheet, which has the numbers and all these extra doodads on there. But what I did for my numbers, because I've been making these cards like crazy, these are the numbers. But you want to put them on a magnetic sheet, or like I have them in a little case for right now. I will be putting them on a magnetic sheet, but until then, I'm just putting them in this container because they are so small that if you drop one, you might even lose it. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the stamps that we're going to use first. We're going to stamp. So this is the brand new cottage greetings. We're going to use the happy birthday, and then here's 3 greetings we can use for the inside. I think I'm going to use the hope your day is wonderful. Okay, so we're going to stamp on the basic black first. We're going to take the craft white, and I'm going to stamp the happy birthday. I'm going to stamp it right down here, and then I'm going to emboss it with some white embossing powder. Use this here. I should have used my embossing buddy. I guess that looks pretty good. Okay, so then dumping back into the container. Okay, so now we're going to grab our heat tool. We're going to heat set this happy birthday. Okay, so here's my heat tool. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside with the Memento ink. And this is the one, Hope Your Day is Wonderful. Oh, where's the whisper white? Right here. Okay, so we're just going to stamp this right here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and attach this to the melon mambo. Have that part done. Okay, let's put it in the base card. Okay, so now we're ready to get our big shot. Okay, so I'm going to be using a piece of fabric softener sheet. I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to lay the cardstock down on top of that. Then we're going to take all our numbers, and I'm just going to dump them out onto the basic black. And it's just a random order. I'm not going to really put them in a specific area or space. Just gonna turn them over, and then whatever looks good looks good. Let me pull this out here. Hopefully that's showing up on video. Make sure the edge is facing down. And you'll want to also leave some room down here by your greeting to put the actual birthday number of the person that you're sending the card to. Okay, so I guess that looks pretty good. I'm going to run that through the big shot. I'm going to actually run it through a couple times. That cracking noise is normal. We're going to run it back through and then one more time through, just to make sure that it cuts the numbers really good. Okay, so I want to make sure I put these back in the case, the little box. And I think I'm going to use the number 20 for my birthday card today. Okay, so we got the numbers off. Now we're just going to peel this off, and you're going to notice the numbers are transferred to your fabric sheet, which is nice because then you can just peel these off and use them on another project. And we're also going to use the centers of the 0, the 4, and the 8, and the 9 and put it on the card. Okay, so but first we're going to go ahead and punch out. You know what? I'm going to change my 0 to a 3 to make it 23. So it's 23rd birthday. Alright, so we're going to put the fabric sheet down again. And then we're going to put 23 right here. Hopefully that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to punch this out. Running it through a few times. Oh. Okay, so we're going to put the 3. See what I'm telling you? These are small. They're not too small, but they're tiny enough where you could lose them. Okay, so pull that off. See how it's 23 right there? It's awesome. Okay, so you want to save this, and of course I'm going to pop these centers out so I can glue them to the card, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Let's move the big shot first. Okay, so we're going to take our dimensionals, and we're going to flip this over. Okay, so then I have a piece of Melon Mambo, and this is the scrap, and you want it small enough so it doesn't show like through the numbers above, because we're wanting to highlight this number. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive. You don't want that to show either, so you're going to have to be kind of careful on where you put this. I guess right there. I'm going to have to move this dimensional over a little tiny bit. There we go. Actually, I'm going to put a couple more here just to hold that in place. Okay, make sure there's nothing showing. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put this on the front. Okay, so it's going to go right there. Okay, so now we're going to use the numbers, the centers of like the 0. Let me get my liquid glue. And I'm just going to put liquid glue in the center of the 9, I guess it's the 6 or the 9, the 8 in the 0, and then the little 4. So the 4 is going to be the tiniest to do, so we'll do that one last. Okay, and then the 9. And then of course once you get that glued down, the liquid glue, you have a little wiggle room there to play. So you can take your paper piercing tool and just line that up. It's pretty easy. But like I said, the number 4 is going to be the tiniest to put on there. Okay, so then the 8. You don't even have to do this part, I don't think. It looks cute just the way it is. Okay, so now the little 4 here in the center. This is really tiny. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Yes, I did it. Going to line it up. There we go. Fix my 8. Okay, and of course you're just going to let that sit to dry for a couple minutes. But that's your card. Isn't it cute? And then we're going to add some basic rhinestones. So let me grab those. Okay, so when we went to Cindy's event, Pam Morgan, she works at Stampin Up, she said we're going to put a few rhinestone sprinkles. We all love that. Rhinestone sprinkles. So that's what I'm going to do. Just randomly putting them around the 23, around the birthday. And then of course we want to put some on the inside. Put one more here. Okay, so there's the card. Isn't it cute? Love it. So then here's the other two. Okay, and then this one I didn't emboss because the black showed up really good on the Melon Mambo. But there you go. Okay, thanks for stopping by and we'll see you later. Bye.